Mafias generate billions of dollars thanks to it. It's a real scourge throughout the world, and the authorities are overwhelmed by its trafficking. Welcome to the captivating world of cocaine trafficking. These are coca leaves, and they are used to make the infamous cocaine. In recent years, the global cocaine trade has exploded. Once reserved for certain circles such as showbiz and the nightlife scene, cocaine is now consumed everywhere, across all social classes and professions. But behind these grams of white powder lies several powerful criminal organizations that are becoming increasingly wealthy. Like any other product, cocaine is subject to market forces. The higher the demand, the greater the profits. However, it's challenging to track actual evidence of these imports. Income generated by drugs is often laundered, meaning money from illegal trafficking is immediately reinvested in legal activities, which is why we talk about underground economy. Although cocaine trafficking is a highly secretive business, experts estimate that in 2014 it generated $84 billion for organized crime, including $35 billion in North America and $26 billion in Western and Central Europe. According to a UN report published in 2023, coca cultivation jumped by 35% between 2020 and 2021, while in 2020 alone, cocaine production amounted to more than 2,000 tons. If we zoom in a little closer, we see that the largest producer of cocaine is Colombia. 230,000 hectares of fields are devoted to growing coca plants. More than 200,000 Colombian families work in the harvest and live off cocaine. Despite significant resources allocated by the United States to combat drug trafficking, nothing is working. In 2022, Colombia produced 1,738 tons of cocaine, a world record. On the consumer side, in 2020, the United States was the largest consumer of cocaine in the world. In 2017, more than 1 in 6 Americans said they had tried cocaine at least once, 3 times more than 20 years ago. In the US, a gram of cocaine sells for around $120. In comparison, a single gram of cannabis resin costs around $8. And Europe is equally affected by cocaine trafficking. According to Statista, in 2021, 24% of cocaine users worldwide were European, or 4.5 million people. In the coming years, Europe is expected to become the world's largest cocaine market, surpassing North America. The DEA, the US Drug Enforcement Administration, compares what is happening in Europe today with what happened in Miami in the 1980s and 1990s. In terms of money, drug trafficking generates around $300 billion in the US each year, a third of which is attributable to cocaine trafficking. European ports are overflowing with cocaine, which is no secret. A kilo is bought for around $750 in Colombia and then resold for about $30,000, 40 times the purchase price. To manage this business, traffickers are highly organized. Thanks to social media, resale is becoming increasingly discreet. Dealers send advertisements to their customers via encrypted messaging services such as Telegram or WhatsApp, and couriers simply drop off the drugs in a building lobby. Faced with these new sales methods, the police are powerless and trafficking is skyrocketing. But that's not all. Traffickers also recruit chemists, logisticians, pilots, accountants, transporters, lawyers, bankers, and experts in international law. Their goal is to transport as much merchandise as possible without getting caught while circumventing European customs rules. To do that, drug traffickers have more than one trick up their sleeves. To avoid air and sea controls, they now transport their cocaine shipments in submarines that sail on the surface of the sea, unseen and unknown. The general public discovered these vessels in 2019 when a narco submarine was intercepted off the Spanish coast by the Civil Guard. A total of 3 tons of cocaine from Colombia were seized. An interesting fact is that the infamous Pablo Escobar pioneered the concept and construction of narco submarines during the 1990s. While today's 21st century drug lords are much less well known, they are just as effective. Even crazier is that today's mafias have realized that clan wars are bad for business. So, in 2017, the world's biggest traffickers formed a pact in Dubai, setting up a super cocaine cartel. Currently, they are believed to manage about 1/3 of the worldwide market.